Let's check the volume. I know I could have done it before starting the video, and I could stop the video, but I'm not gonna. So, what I am gonna do is greet you. Hello, dear friends, and I'm gonna show you just a little bit what happens when this becomes this. It can happen quickly. I'm guessing that me was around 6, although I was very small. And really, after I compressed 2 of my cervical vertebra at the age of 12, I didn't grow from the age of 12 to the age of 17. So at 17, I was still 5 foot tall and I weighed 85 pounds until I saw the chiropractor, and the chiropractor turned my life force back on, and then I grew 5.5 inches in the first 6 months, and then 2 more inches, 3 more inches in the next 6 months. And so in 1 year, I grew 8.5 inches. I don't know if my present height is 5 foot 8.5. The half was important, kind of like I'm 7.5. We're all funny people. But I took the ballet choreographer stepdaughter to the shuttle. So she's heading off to the airport to fly to Germany to gather with her dance company and her choreographic partner and their dancers to put on a show, another show that they did, I think, last year in the same place, Schwabish Hall or something, some big church in a relatively small town. And from what I understand, that basically describes Germany. Big churches in small towns or small cities. This Schwabish Hall or something is probably a pretty good sized town. So I was wondering if I also got a call this morning from my significant other from the farm in Michigan. I think she was on the farm, but she might have been at the coffee shop. But calling to tell me she was extending her visit. So I'm going to be home alone once again. Oh darn, me and 3 cats for another 5-6 days, something like that. Today's Friday. I think she's coming back. I can look on my calendar. She's coming back, on Thursday. So she's coming back, and this is Friday, right? So she's coming back in 7 days. On a yellow galactic seed day. And for all you yellow cosmic warriors, yellow solar humans, your yellow suns, the yellow Sunday is this Sunday. So it's always cool in my consciousness to have a yellow sun day appear on a Sunday. And it's called Sunday. It's just one of those things that every time I see it, I just go, like I do about a lot of things. This is significant. And it only needs to be significant to you. But if it is significant to you, you can pass on that significance to another. Those people that you think are outside you. But once you're aware of them, they're actually inside your consciousness, which is kind of something to think about. But this Sunday, August 31st, is going to be a yellow self-existing Sunday. Prior to that, so we're just a couple days away from all this. So tomorrow, I'm realizing it's tomorrow, and I say that like a Canadian instead of tomorrow, which reminds me more of tamari, which is actually spelt like it sounds, as opposed to tomorrow, which is actually spelt with an O, but people make it sound like an A because they're from the south, which is any place north of the border of Canada is the south. It's going to be a blue electric storm day tomorrow. And tomorrow's going to be about the crown chakra, so just watch it, because your crown chakra is going to be opening tomorrow, and then you're going to be bringing that golden light through your Akashic record storage center called your spine and nerve system into your root. So right now, what we're up to is we're grounding golden light into the earth to raise the vibration of the whole planet, to assist the creation of a reality that works for everyone. And it's the dawning of the age of Aquarius and the age of, there's something about the golden age and the age of golden light and white light, really good too, and all the lights are good. And then I'm just going to jump ahead to Monday because I'm not doing videos very often. But then Monday, September 1st, is the day of the Red Dragon. So I'm a Red Dragon. I was at the Happy Healthy Pet Store in Freeland, and owned by John, and I can't remember his daughter's name, who works at it from time to time. But anyway, we have great conversations when I'm there, and we talked about the Mayan calendar, and she was interested. So I said, well, let's find out who your kin are in the Mayan calendar. So she took her phone out, went to 13moon.com to code a birth date, and I had suggested, because she was wearing all this yellow, that she probably was a yellow sun. That was the vibe of her. But yellow sun is actually the day before Red Dragon. My wife is a yellow sun. I'm a Red Dragon. And the woman at the pet store is a Red Dragon. So we did a high five. Maybe we should do a dragon high five. I'll have to practice that. Or that might be the devil, But it could be a dragon. It's all perspective. And somebody had made up that it's a devil. And I'm making it up just like I did with team. There was no I in team. I changed the spelling. Now there is an I in team. So this may be the dragon. This may be the dragon symbol. For the symbol of dragons, then we'll touch these fingers to each other and do that. All right. And then, so today, and I thought I was having a conversation with my stepdaughter on the way to the shuttle about 9:30 this morning. And I said, it's a white day. What day might it be? And I said, it might be a white mirror. And a white mirror day is a day of self-reflection. It's looking at yourself in the mirror. And here I am with the computer, with me staring back at me. But it actually isn't a mirror image. It actually reverses the mirror image. And I'm looking at myself in a reverse mirror. So I'm looking at myself as you'll be looking at me if you watch the video. If you're just having one of those days like, I think I could take Steve for a little bit if it's not too long today. The white mirror is guided by heart. And this morning I was just thinking, these synchronicities, I was cutting my hair. Trust me, I got my training in Beverly Hills, California from 1973 to 74 with the world champion of haircutting, Shoichi Mogi, M-O-G-I. He's still making YouTube videos, or he's now making YouTube videos, but he's got to be, I think he was I'm guessing he was maybe somewhere between 5 and 7 years older than me, so he may very well be 80 years old now. He's about 5'2", bald on top unless he wears a piece. But he's probably still making, I know he's still making videos on YouTube. So just look up Mogi Hairstyling. That was my trainer from 73 73, I think, 73 to 74. I could check it out. But this making these videos has messed me up because I now don't see myself in reverse. So I'm used to just grabbing things that are on the same side as opposed to I grab them on the other side. So when I cut my hair and I use the mirrors, my brain's now messed up because I have trouble doing it because I had to alter my perception because I was always trying to brush my hair and it was always brushing it the other way. So now it's messed up my hair cutting. So I'm now having to become more creative when I'm cutting my hair, and I have to just say, now just slowly take it out and just slowly nip it off, because I can't do it fast like I used to be able to. And it may just be because I'm getting older. But if you're not getting older, you're dead. So embrace getting older. Embrace it. Say, bring it. Bring it to me. Bring more age. I want more age. I want more function with that age. So I take memory mushrooms so I can function better than my friend in Michigan who called me this morning and was like, asked me questions and goes, what? And the last time I talked to him, he said, I lost one of my hearing aids. And I'm like, oh no, you couldn't hear with 2 hearing aids. What's it going to be like? You asking me questions and me trying to answer them, and you just saying, what? And that's called entertainment. Okay, so a white lunar mirror day, the lunar tone, I think it's maybe the 3rd tone of the lunar tones, but let's look. Let's not guess about these important things. No, it's not the lunar tone. Tone 2 is the lunar tone. Tone 2 is the polarity tone. It's about polarizing, stabilizing, and challenging. But today, and I just want to be certain about this, today is Friday the 29th, and it says it is, and it's a white lunar mirror day. Oh, and it's tone 2. So it is a lunar tone day. So it's about polarizing, stabilizing, and challenging yourself. So when you look in the mirror and you think like, I no longer choose to have that as my behavior or my boundary or my belief, then you can change it. Just change it. It's easier than it sounds. Nobody ever says that, do they? Probably a reason for that. Okay, so now we have to go to the very back of the solar kin pages to get to white mirror. And white mirror is about reflecting, endlessness, and order. And there's a quote by Anas Nin. We don't see things as they are. We see things as we are. Repeat that to yourself a few times. It is pretty profound and true. So I'm going to I'm going to find this, and I made a post about it, but I want to find it as a here it is. Okay, so I'm going to read it. Because this is something I'm doing for the next 39 days. I did it today, so it's a 40-day process. But it's about healing generational patterns and trauma by Edgar Cayce. Just bringing the information in. And it's called the Ancestral Healing Prayer. And it says, Every morning for 40 days, visualize your family tree. Just see your ancestral tree, might be behind you, and that whole lineage that you come from. See your family tree as an actual growing tree of light. Just visualize it. And as you're visualizing your ancestral tree as a tree of light, then speak these words out loud. I send, and wherever you put the tree, if you put it in front of you, fine. If you have it behind you, fine. Wherever you have it, mine tends to be behind me, so I'm going to do that. But if yours is in front of you, you can do this. I send love and forgiveness to all souls in my family line, past, present, and future. I release all inherited pain and claim only inherited wisdom. I release all inherited pain and claim only inherited wisdom. I am the healer of my lineage. In some ways, in order for you to come back into your power, it is important to let go of all the old stories and things that were said to you about how you were too much and you needed to curb your enthusiasm. I just got a little message up on the screen on my computer from my wife saying that the bowl I got her is beautiful. I bought it at the barn sale. I got distracted. I had to stop by the library to drop off some books. And then on the way from the library, I saw that there was a barn sale, and who can refuse a barn sale? And I went to the barn sale, and they had, I'll show it sometime, they had a Native American bowl that was inlaid wood. It's just gorgeous. And they had a price of $30 on it, which seemed like a ridiculously good price until they told me that everything in that section of the barn was half off. And then it became a $15 bowl, at which point I had to buy it for my wife because she was a Native person, Lakota, in another lifetime. That's her perception, my perception too. So as we look in the mirror, as we look in the white mirror, we can clear through either the gold light coming through our crown chakra, the gold light, which is healing on a soul level, or the white light, which is the clearing of any darkness, any hidden aspects of ourself in our Akashic records, inside our spinal column, brain and spinal cord, just bringing the light to clear all those old inherited pains and self-produced pains possibly as well, but to clear all the pain and open up the entire Akashic records to the light. whether it be the golden light, whether it be the white light, whether it be the red earth light that just empowers our whole body. My suggestion is bring it. And the red light that comes up from the earth and charges our body battery and just charges our chakra energy systems. The red can be associated with what some people call anger, which is the energy it takes to hold our power in. So when we choose, in whatever moment we choose this, to let our power out, we may find ourselves feeling a bit of irritability, or people trigger us by saying how we should feel or how we are, or anything that feels dishonoring to us as a being of light, living in a body. Then we can just let go of those energies, because we're letting go of those energies because what is happening is we're filling up with our earthly power and opening our crown chakra to the oneness of the creative consciousness. And we are just aligning ourselves to that creative consciousness so that we represent the Mayan human being, which is the Winklil, which translates as the cosmic vibratory root system. So all the cosmic light and cosmic energies come through our vibratory realm, through our roots, into the earth, to upgrade the earth's energy, so that this world actually becomes the world that we were invited to come here and hold the space for creation of, which we're all doing well. I love you very much. I have a class to take in 4 minutes having to do with transparent communication and clearing our baggage from our ancestral lineage. And it's been a pleasure. It's so good to see all of you again. And may we just continue to have fun in our lives. Or start to have fun, whatever level we're on. Okay. 23 minutes, not bad. And I'll see you all soon.